Hey everybody, Pinstripe here. Welcome back to some more IL-2 1946. You join me here on the flight deck of the Hiryu, our small but dedicated aircraft carrier, as tonight we are here in the Battle of Midway. It is currently 12 minutes past 10 in the morning, and it is going to be up to us to take off and come up against some F4F Wildcats, as this is a historically accurate battle. At least we can be thankful that we have clear skies, because as we know, I think this battle itself started very early in the morning when it was dark. So yeah, I can count my blessings on being able to see things, I guess. But we're behind everybody at the moment, just waiting to take off. You can see our wingtips are still not down either, so I just have to hit the E key to bring them down. Nice and easy. And we do have additional drop tanks also, as this incoming patrol. They won't be that long, to be honest. We're going to be flying up to about 4,500 meters. You can see that plane's already disappeared. But I'm at the back of the queue, so just waiting for the guy in front to get going, and then I can, I guess, start by just beefing up my engine, getting a couple of revs in. So we're going to push the throttle up to about 40%, and as that builds we will release our chocks. We're going to just position ourselves over to the right here, not wanting to smash into the side of the aircraft, and throttling back ASAP, because as we come off the gear comes up, flaps are raised, and not the smoothest takeoff by any means, but speed builds. And now we just need to catch up with our squadron up ahead. We are flying in as a 3, as was common during the early parts of this war, and indeed during the Battle of Midway. But I do have to say that these kinds of missions do make me laugh a little, just because you know, we always think of the Pacific battles as all of these bombers going straight for aircraft carriers and turkey shoots going on, but a good 80% of it was this, where both sides are desperately trying to seek each other out. And as far as the airmen were concerned, you know, it was a very, very long job, a very long day in flying multiple sorties, but also just not really seeing much combat. It would just be, I guess it's like every type of military, right? Whether you're a foot soldier or a machine gunner or in a tank or something, you just have those moments of lull followed by super intense fighting, and it's exactly the same here in the air. Now I'm gonna open up my radiator. I'm gonna close our canopy, because I need to make haste and get into formation. As I'm dragging behind here a little bit, you can see both of them up ahead. I'm going to be flying on the left side here, as we're in a little bit of a V shape going on. But the moment I think that we spot enemies is when the drop tanks will be released, because we want to be as nimble as possible. But my intention is not to do anything stupid, of course, and hopefully we can make it out of this alive. Maybe, just maybe. So I'm just gently throttling back here a little as I get into position. I'm going to level out slightly here, which will give us a bit more speed, and then we can get ourselves into position again, maintaining level altitude with our flight lead. Bring in throttle back plenty, because I'm way faster than them at the moment. And then as we come in, we'll just slot into place Nice and easy. There we go. And now it's just a case of observing my flight lead. And when he increases speed, I do the same. When he decreases, I bring it back. And it's just a case of focusing on the digit, focusing on the distance that he is to you. As again, I haven't done any real formation flying since probably the Battle of Britain stuff. I'm talking like the old stuff. So before we did the current campaign in Batmod that you can indeed watch, there'll probably be a playlist for that campaign specifically, but for the one that I'm talking about that you'll no longer see, that was done before Batmod. It was done before I had Track IR. I think it was done on the Kuban maps. It was a custom one. It was great, but it never made it into uploaded videos anyway. I did make videos for the entire campaign, but then as soon as I discovered Batmod, it just sort of became obsolete. So there's a good probably 50 or so videos that never made it onto this channel, purely because of the upgrade from normal Steam vanilla IL-2 1946 up to Batmod. It's perfect practice as well, not just for formation flying, but also for just getting a feel for when you're close to an aircraft, and if you do get too close, just practicing how you go about avoiding them in staying behind. It works in two ways, both in formation flying and in combat, sort of. Because I'm not putting him in my gun sights, but if I were, then I'm traveling at the optimal speed to keep him there. Just look how close we get here. Disgustingly close to the flight lead. He's obviously not going to be happy with that, but drop tanks have been released almost on my head, which means that there is danger close. Now I'm going to stay up here with the flight lead as wingman number 2 drops below. So I hold complete faith in his approach here. Just staying up above the cloud layer. Of course, I haven't spotted any enemies yet, but it's bound to happen fairly soon, I assume. Again, still not seeing... Okay, now I do. Flight lead is flying top cover. I'm not too far behind. We're pushing 5,000 meters as he looks to dive into a cloud. But you can see the Americans very much tightly compact together. And that's the issue that we have, because don't forget, this was at the primary point of the thatch weave being used. It was a new tactic back then, but it is one that could prove a great annoyance to us in these kinds of dogfights. Because you can see there's the two there. There's a couple that are sort of acting as bait in a way, I'm assuming. I'm tempted to help out my wingman here, because he's got this guy all alone. The two out in front don't really seem sort of engaged in this. There's one guy here that is lingering around a cloud, but I feel like that's a trap. I honestly don't trust it. So I'm gonna again climb, because I have given up a solid amount so far. It's very much in a way a game of chicken. Just seeing who will bite first. Because I could bite at this guy, but is there anyone... yeah, see? There's always somebody keeping watch. So I'm going to get away from these guys. Let's see, he wants to get in Maybe on my 6 he clearly thinks I don't see him, and as he realizes, he climbs to face me. Guns out. As there is another friendly down low, for him anyway. I'm tempted to engage, to be honest. I feel like we've got to dive in. We've got to go for it. I'm going to throttle back. As he again is climbing. Bloke up top is thinking about jumping in. Look at the carnage happening there. This guy is caught. Almost dead to rights as he stalls out. And now I'm in kind of a much worse position with 2 enemies up high. I'm going to turn into them. Continue this dive. I'm going to come right down to the deck. Just see if they want to tussle with no altitude, because that's what it's come to here. Now, I have no clue if any of those shots were on target, but I'm going to continue. He has the altitude advantage, but where is his number 2? I'm underneath here, actually. This is a perfect sniping spot. He doesn't know I'm here, or maybe he does. As he desperately tries to stall out. I'm just gonna bring my flaps down. He is going in, and we gain ourselves a victory somehow. Oh, no time to celebrate though. In comes the Wildcat. Just desperately trying to get on our 6. And we're going to roll on top. Say howdy doody as he falls out in front. As it will be guns on with very little speed here. But he did fall into the trap. As we cut him to shreds, and that is victory number 2. What is happening here today? I do not know, but it's paying off. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't feel particularly safe right now, as we have yet another Wildcat engaging. He is up top, so again we'll bring back our flaps, try and get him to overshoot. See if we can roll on top of him again. He pulls out in front. It's very messy, and I don't have enough speed, but he is going to again look to come down here. He's going to have to come all the way down. We're going to pull back again, and just can't quite get our guns out in front. There's a good hit, and he is going in. So 3 for 3. 3 came to tussle, 3 felt the lead, and 3 certainly went to bed. Well, what a mission. It's not over yet, of course, because I still have to make it back to the carrier and land, which is always a task in itself. But for the time being, I'm pretty happy. Given the marking that was on the front of our carrier as we took off, R1 is going to be this guy on the left. As I have learnt from last time, or the previous attempted landings on a carrier, I need to be approaching from the right direction, so you don't want to land on it backwards, because then momentum is clearly not with you, it's going in the other direction. But again, just happy to have made it out of that engagement alive, and presumably with 3 aerial victories against those Wildcats, who came out of nowhere, to be honest. I didn't want to dive in and be stupid and try and hit the 2 of them and try and get in between. I was waiting for, you know, the one target that was gonna make himself open to me. We found him, we took care of him, and then dealt with the rest. So, yeah. So, very much on final approach here. Got a bit of speed to play with. I've been doing a lot of landings in the 0, so I'm assuming I can make this work. It's just a moving runway, that's all it is. I also already don't feel like I'm centered here. So just shifting our plane's weight. Gonna keep throttle at about 40 as our flaps come down. And we're just gonna coast this one in. We don't want to be too slow, because we risk stalling. So as we come in, nice and easy, bring the gear down, the arrest hook comes down, and kill the throttle for a nice landing. We did it successfully! My goodness. Did not expect so much success today, but it has been achieved, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So switch off the engine, breathe a sigh of relief, and let's check our score. So there we have it, 3 aerial victories as we mentioned, and yeah, overall exceeded expectations with that flight. Very enjoyable, and just the kind of dogfights I enjoy. But I hope you guys did too. Plenty more to come from IL-2 in future. But in the meantime, I will catch you guys later for the next one.